All right, Nick.
Take a moment. Let us know when you're ready.
Nick, ready to go.
Okay.
Alright, my name is Nicholas Wu. I'm a senior, and what was the other parts I had to say?
I guess how old you are?
I'm 17,
Great.
turned 18 in January.
And you play?
I play Trotsky.
So, what did you do to prepare for playing Trotsky?
Aside from growing facial hair,
Which you actually didn't do to play Trotsky. You had that.
no, you found me and drafted me into the role.
Right.
So,
you had the perfect facial hair for the role.
Sure, yeah. Not much except realize I get really angry a lot.
Did you do any research on Trotsky?
Not really. I mean, he wasn't really that much of a famous figure. I didn't really know much about him beforehand. And, you know, just the way he's written already, though, it just conveys a lot of him being...
What would you say you know about Trotsky now?
I do know that he was kind of... He had a bit of an ego, but not enough to be, like, completely maniacal like Stalin or Lenin. But he was... No, I think him, along with the other guys, still had enough of an ego to all consider themselves the best. He's also, you know, he didn't seem like the worst kind of guy you can imagine to help lead the Russian Revolution. I mean, he seemed to have the solid communist thing in him, but he wasn't the whole, you know, instead of getting oppressed, well, just oppress other people. You know, he seemed to have a nice gig with him.
Is there a difference between playing a historical figure and reading about a historical figure?
I get a lot more angry when I'm playing someone else. Reading about people, you know, it really depends on if they're like interesting or not. I mean, reading about Einstein, or especially his thing, I was actually getting really bored because it's stuff that everyone already knows. But like having Trotsky, no, it was a bit more interesting just because, hey, congratulations, you're not just the stock character that we need help doing. He's actually more of a He really did help lay the foundation for the Russian Revolution. But
in the play, we explore the 8 stages of death.
Grief.
Yeah, grief. Sorry, you're right. Thank you. We explore the 8 stages of grief in the show with each of our variations. Did that give you any insight into playing the role?
Oh yeah. Because there's 8 different ways he dies in the play, you look at it and you realize they are the 8 stages of grief. Because of that, you react in every different death. You just react differently. First one is denial, and he's trying as hard as he can to focus on, or he's trying really hard just to focus on the whole, you know, the encyclopedia says I'm dead, and he's trying as hard as he can to show that that's completely wrong, even though there's an axe buried in his head. And then there's another one where
Smashed, actually.
And the last one is acceptance, where he's just, you know, there's not much anger in him at all now. He's fairly relaxed. He knows it's coming. He's completely fine with it. So it really just, the 8 stages of grief help lay down how he's going to act during that death sequence.
You're the one who actually brought that up. How did you come to realize that about the play? Because I don't think I mentioned it to you first. You mentioned it to me first, that it was based on the 8 stages of grief. How did you notice that?
Well, I kind of looked at it. Immediately I saw the 8 different variations, but that didn't really pass me words. Then I realized it was all about dying, and I kind of thought that would kind of suck if I had to die 8 times. And I thought for another half second and realized, wait a minute. They're all playing off different things.
Where did you learn about the 8 stages of grief? Which class?
I think it was seminar class from freshman year. Does that still exist? No, never mind. That class doesn't exist anymore.
What kind of class was it?
Miss Mailing taught us, I believe.
Or what was it? Yeah.
Seminar still exists.
What was the class in?
It's life skills, presentations. Yeah.
Cool. Can you think of any times where your involvement in theater has helped you with your schoolwork?
Oh yeah, it's really helped me with improvisation at a moment's notice. Especially when about 20 minutes away from class, someone tells me there was an assignment due yesterday. Really helps me pull something right out of my ass and help get it out before anyone notices.
Okay.
It really does. It really works.
Do you have any questions for Nick? Move on to Caroline. Question.